What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Oddsparks, an automation adventure. Back. I think this is episode 23, so on and so forth. Okay, we're going to pick up right where we left off with laying this train track. We're going to aim for this train stop right here. So let's get dangerous. Okay. So, a good point that was made in my train guide is there can be only one train inhabiting a section of track, any given stretch of track between two train poles. Does that make sense? So, between the station and this train pole from left to right, there can be only one train at a time. So, if you have multiple trains on one track, it behooves you to have smaller sections in between. So that way you have less interruptions or potential interruptions from trains getting stuck behind one another. If you only have a single train on a track, though, you can go ahead and do long-ass tracks. So, I hope that makes sense. Either way, let's continue. We're going to need to shift around, I think. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, let's get up here and continue. So, the plan is to continue this track to the train station from that little offshoot we made last time. So let's actually come around this way. And then we'll go like that. And okay, yeah, we just need to go pretty much straight to the right from here. So let's go like this. And yeah, pretty much straight to the right. Lovely. Supply chests, they're making this so much easier. You guys were so right. I knew you guys wouldn't lead me wrong. Okay, so let's go for there. And we'll go to here. But first I need to set up these. And the offload's going to go this direction. No, it's not going to go this direction. It's going to go the other direction. Yeah, because we want it to lead to the left and then to the zip lines that we're going to have set up. Which I might have multiple. I'm going to get rid of these ones. Oh, you guys can't do it. Do I have any choppy sparks on me? No. Okay. It's okay. That's okay. So, you're going to not go into there because it's too short a distance. Haha. There we go. Okay. Now then, we're going to need to open this and put it into... I could put it into this line and then have it directly branch off to here. That seems a little fancy, though, doesn't it? Should we go fancy? Should we go straight into this line? Go like a few train poles and then branch off directly? Pretty much straight down into a transfer. I know you probably don't want to have transfers close to train stops, just logistically speaking, but I think we'll be okay. So, okay, let's go pretty much straight across, I think. Let's go a little bit to the right. And we could probably link straight into this one, I think. That, and then this is going to go into that one, which I need to get over there. So close. Okay, fine. Walk my happy ass over there. How's everybody doing, by the way? I hope you're doing well. Every once in a while I like to try and check in and remember to check in with you guys, but it happens. Okay, so I don't need to set up an indicator on this one, because it's an entrance, not an exit line. So that's good. Alright, so we can follow this down to, say, here. Alright, and then this can branch off this way. Straight down, I think. So this one's going to need a indicator. That's going to go straight down here. Okay. And where's this going to hook into? It's going to hook into here. Okay, that's interesting. Can we not hook into it from that side? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, yeah, you can hook into that line. Okay. There we go. A little bit of an ugly curve there, but whatever. It's the G-forces. The G-forces for the train. It's going to be too much. They're not going to be able to handle it. Okay. Man, that is just an ugly curve, isn't it? Whatever. We're going to deal with it. Okay, so that is going to be an entrance train. Doesn't need an indicator. And then that's going to go all the way through here. I need to set up this one with a indicator for hauling or carrying sparks. Not that one. This one. Okay, so you are going to have this. I like how it just kind of adds onto it like that. It's cute. Okay, so that should make it so that you will come back here. You will get loaded up with fuel. You will then go this way. If you have one of those things with that ID, that's nice that you can see the IDs like that. It will then go off like this. It will come here and load up the carry sparks and the stone wheels, and it'll come all the way over here. By Jove, I think he's done it. Okay. Anyway, my massive intellect and brain aside, let's continue on. Can't help that I'm a genius, guys. Okay, so you guys can go back into my inventory and rest there. I want stone wheels on here, hauling sparks on, or carry sparks on here. So let's set up our paths like so, thusly. Okay. I'm going to continue using crates for the time being. Now then, we need to separate how we're going to sort our inventory along this path, I think. And I could do it the easy way or the hard way. The easy way would just be to feed all of the materials along a single path and not give a single crap about what gets fed where. And the hard way would be to set up filtration paths, but that would make it much easier to work moving forward without, like, stuff in the way. Hey, you get out of there! Jerk. Okay. So if that's the case... how the heck do we want to do this? We could do a lot of the filtration down there. Or I could set up another zip line and have a filtration line down here, which you, Frowlet, are going to be a pain in the butt over here. Thank you very much. You need to get out of here. Ugh. Okay, I don't really have anything to fight you with right now. I could grab some rocky sparks and deal with it, but... hello, train. Okay, you've only got room for a single item. We could set up two separate zip lines. One to accept one type, one to accept another type. So we could have a zip line here that'll lead to that direction. We gotta walk all the way down there. I could have it set up like this. We could set up the path the same way we kind of did before. Like this. I'm winging it right now. This is definitely going to get changed, but... So that's going to be dropping off... let's say carry sparks are going to be here and stone wheels are going to be here. What would be the best way to pick up from both paths? Drop them off here. Although, can elevators only hold one item at a time? I could just set up two elevators. Like, I don't need to set this up for one path. I'm making this complicated. I don't need it to be complicated. I could just do two elevators and just say, screw trying to make it complicated. Okay, let's do that. So, let's set up an elevator here and here. Thusly, we're gonna get rid of this path, You are going to return to my inventory and not die. We're going to move this here. We're going to move this here. We're going to take our path. Go straight up like this. And I mean, that's literally all we need to do. Okay. Bonsai. Don't make things more difficult than they need to be. Learn some stupid lessons. Okay. Now, I could have done it the complicated way and set up item filtration and have one path that fed into... Oh, crap. that fed into both of them. I don't need to do that. That's much more complicated than I need it to be. So let's just not do that. Huh? How about that? Let's just not do that. We can have this set up as an unload mode. You can go... to here. You can go to here. We can get a couple more crates. Thusly. And path. Path. Ta-da! Okay. We'll go with one on each of these. We don't need to do double since they're unloading 3 at a time from one type of inventory. It should be relatively quick. Can set up a couple of you guys on here, a couple of you guys on here. I know it's going to bug someone if I don't put 3 here. Okay. And then from here, we can go 2 here, probably unnecessary. And then we can grab 1 here. Get on the path. Thank you. We should probably do 2 on these paths just to kind of match the quantities of the drop-offs. Okay. That is good, I think. Yeah. Sure. These elevators can actually accept 2 different items. Okay. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. So we can get rid of you, and you know what? I'm tired of these frowlets over here encroaching inside territory that I am now making my own. Notice how I said it's not their territory. Oh no, come back. Okay. So, this should be incredibly easy. Let's just get rid of you and you and you. Okay. You're going to come like that. You're going to come over like this. That's all she wrote. Oh, I'm all out of carry sparks. Okay. Fine. Guess I'll have to go get more. But let's head down here, grab some more carry sparks. We'll be on our way. How are you doing? You're doing great. Okay. Let's go back up here. Set up our unloading and all that. And do I want to set this up for loading mode? Sure, we can tweak that later on. Okay, you're going to need 2 wagons. Need some wheels. Oh, never mind, you've already got 2. Okay, just kidding. You're going to be stone wheel, you're going to be the other things. We can take a path directly from here and just go straight to here, I guess? Sure. Let's set up a box here. You are going to come down this way. Now I need more path. And where do I want to set you off? I can do it here. I mean, all I'd have to do is that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not pretty, but there you go. So you'll deposit when you've got the opportunity. I should probably swap them for carry sparks, shouldn't I? Right, there you go. We'll go with 2 on there. And alright, so how could I speed this up? The major choke point for you is going to be crafting sparks. Which they can almost meet the demand. I don't want to have to make a whole new crafting spark setup. You're more than stocked. Since you're more than stocked, I could probably make another one of you guys, and then you would feed into this and help with production. And I just so happen to have another thing here that we could do, potentially. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take a section of path straight across this way. Like so. We'll take a splitter. And I can't put it there. Okay. That's okay. We don't need to put it there. So, you're going to go like that. I'll take a splitter and go like that. I could set up more complicated logistics for this, but I'm really not bothered by it. Okay. Throw 4 of you guys on there. That should be more than enough for that, I think. From there, we're going to need a crossing here. We're going to need a... I could split it off from here. I don't need to do it up over here. This would probably be a better place for it. Okay, so let's get the path from here, and we'll just go this way. Go. We'll need another splitter right there. Is it pretty? Nah. Is it gonna work? Maybe. Alright, and then you can just go straight here, and we can take another crate and put you right here. Wunderbar. Here, let's get a couple of you guys on here. Yeah. Really, really fast and dirty, but there you go. That's double production of Stumpy Sparks here. That'll feed into here. There'll probably be excess, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. That should help with keeping carry sparks moving and grooving. Now then, what else do you need? You probably need more lumber, more sawn timber. So let's get some more sawn timber going, huh? So, let's just go like this. Let's go like this. Let's get you guys swapped out for hauling sparks. I mean, I probably don't need to swap all of them, but here, let's just do that. Alright, you know what? I could probably just keep you guys on here. That's fine, whatever. So, you're getting stocked, you're getting stocked, you're stocked. Are you going to have enough to warrant switching, or are we going to need to overload the line? I think we're going to need to overload the line. So yeah, more carry through will help with that. Let's do that then. So let's go grab some more. Cool. Do I need to carry this many Stumpy Sparks on me? Probably not. So you guys can all get recycled. I'll grab some more crafty sparks while I'm here, just to get another stack of 10. And you know what? I'll grab some choppy sparks while I'm here too. Okay. Let's continue. It's been a good episode. I feel good about this episode so far. All right. So, you're good. You're producing. Okay, you actually looped back around. That's a good sign, kind of. Although, was probably just the wood panels that were the delay there. Whatever. Okay. Oh, you do actually have 20 now. Good for you. Maybe I don't need to worry about putting more carry sparks in here, but probably should anyway. Should I? I don't know. Okay, so you can come back here to me. Then we can grab a couple of you guys, and there you go. Now the next problem is are you producing enough? No, not really. Which means I should probably set up another one. I do have another logger over here, so if I need to dip into it. I can't remember if one logger can feed 4 workshops. I'm pretty sure it can, though. Pretty sure. So, you know what? Let's live dangerously. Alright. Let's just extend you one more. You should be picking up and dropping off onto the line already. This might work. Oh, duh. Duh. That's not gonna work. You need to be making timber, not panels. Duh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Put another one of you guys on here, I guess. One will probably be more than enough, but whatever. I mean, it looks like it's running. How are you looking? You're about to run out, actually. So yeah, we've got problems up here with the amount of throughput. So yeah, we will need to swap out these sparks, I think. You're looking okay for now, but you won't be once I put these guys on the line. Alright, that should help. Now, I could set up the fancy exit lanes and all that stuff, but I don't know if that's entirely necessary. You think it would be better to only have 2 paths connecting to these? So, like, have it like this, instead of having it like this? You think that would be better? Or is that just, like, completely unnecessary? Or does it not matter at all? It might not matter at all. Also, Field Spunny, you're very much in my way. So. Oops. 35 minutes already. Yeah, I don't know if that's better or not. I don't know. Theoretically, it's a shorter path on the drop-off, which means they can get to picking up materials faster. I don't know. I don't know, man. Also, you... Come here. Cut that out. I feel like I should put some more on this line. I don't think that they're going to be running 100%. Yeah, we're getting some downtime on them. Oops, wrong guys. We don't have much downtime, so just a little bit might help. Of course, the more that I throw into the line, the more the interruptions are going to add up. So I have to be a little bit careful with how many I add and all that stuff. Is that working? Is that enough? I don't know. Do not know. You know, I wonder if it would be better to have this path feed the right machine first, and then do the return path this way, like pretty much the orientation I have on the left side, but put it on the right side as well, so it's identical as opposed to symmetrical. It would drop off faster without having to take that turn. Man, I just keep seeing these little tiny things that I want to change. And so pretty much it would just be that. I have no idea if that makes a difference. But they drop off at the first opportunity, and theoretically that would make it so that they can have a faster return trip. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's also like an extra tile of space here in comparison to the splitter, so I don't know, man. I'm just thinking of random things that may or may not be efficient. I don't know. I think this is working. Yeah. We've got more than enough wood here. They're actually coming back with wood now, which is what you want to see. You just need more of these, which now it's just the... Yeah, now the only holdback is just the rate at which you can create crafty sparks, which I cannot control, because we're all out of the little ancient things. So yeah, you're pretty much making as much as you can, which is fine. Okay, right. Let's get a couple of you guys. Let's see. Let's go with a crate here and a crate here, I guess. Go with 2 of you guys, 2 of you guys, 2 of you guys. Trains there. Speaking of which, I need to grab some fuel for it. How much does this do? 3 a minute? Yeah, that works. That should get it back to the station, but I should match it to this fuel, actually. I shouldn't be lazy and just put that in there. Let's not be lazy. Okay. So you're full. You're loading up. It's going to take a while until it actually has enough to go, though. So I should grab some fuel. So let's go do that, and then once I fuel that up, we'll set it to go, and then I will end the episode. This has been going long enough, probably. I think we made some good progress, though. If I say so myself. Yeah, let's just grab this. Alright. Come back here. And I think I've got my track set up. I think I've got it set up the right way. Pretty sure. Okay. Load. There you go. That should be more than enough to get back to the station, and then some. Okay, how you looking? Not great. You know what? I could help a little bit by throwing some of those guys in there. How's this looking? Still not great, as far as the output is concerned. Yeah, still not great. I mean, there's only like a few seconds of delay, which is kind of funny. Alright, well, you're set up for loading mode, so you're not going to go until you're full. Which, what are you even at now, anyway? 40 out of 120. Why does it say... Oh, it's... Wait, why does it say loading mode 100 or 0? Live train capacity 0%. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Okay, whatever. Okay, IDs, you're good. You don't need to have one. You're good. You need... Oh. We need to set up the ID. Oh, no. Alright. Stop. We're going to take one of you. We're going to set the identifier. Oh, no. Stop. Stop. No. Alright. That's not where I wanted that. No. Stop that. Okay. No, you're going to be an identifier, not a conductor. My word. Alright. How does the Scouty Spark drive? It's just I is just sitting there. That's funny. Okay, so you're at 88%. It's not the fastest, I'll say that. %. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be loading up the fastest, I'll say that much for sure. Speaking of, where's this train at? That station's done. I think we can leave this in loading mode for now. I'm not too bothered by how quickly this is going to be coming over here and doing all this. Okay. 94. It's going to take a minute. Oh, okay. I guess it's only going to load 60 instead of 120 of those. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be very fast, though. That much is for certain. Pretty slow. That's okay. Not a big, huge hurry. I know I'm eventually going to have to get more production going on the hauling sparks. That much is for certain. 55. 5 more. 5 more! I could come down here and just grab some and throw them in there. I gotta end this episode eventually. Watch, I'm gonna be coming over here to grab these and they're gonna leave the station. Yeah, bastards. Don't leave without me! I gotta make sure this thing actually runs. Alright. So, let's throw those in there and ride. And ride! Look at the little Scouty Spark. He looks so happy. Probably because Scouty Sparks never get to do anything. He's like, I'm finally doing something. I'm living up to my dream potential of being a train conductor. Yeah! I guess it is kind of cruel that they're only a one-time use spark, and the second you throw them out, they eventually just die. You know what? This guy, he's going to live his dream, being a train conductor. Good for him. Alright. And unload. This should be a pretty quick unload, I think. Did I put crafty sparks in this? I don't know if I did, actually. There goes the materials. Very nice. Come on, guys. Maybe I should have thrown some extra sparks in there. This loading is taking a little while, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. The longer the train is on the track doing this kind of stuff, the longer it's potentially loading up on sparks the other direction. So the surplus sparks and all that, so maybe it's not a terrible thing that this is a little slow. Okay. Now here's to check if the rest of this is even working properly. So we'll ride this all the way to the refueling station and meet up back at the loading. We'll just watch the train as it does its thing. This has been fun, though. So, you're on the main track. Good for you. I do like riding the trains in these games. Alright, here comes the train track on that wild turn right there. It looks rougher than it actually is. This is meeting back with our main, or rather our first train track. Good. Here's going to be the real test. Whether or not it properly bypasses this offloading station. I mean, technically this should always be an empty train, so even if it does go to the offload, it shouldn't matter, but I would still prefer that it avoid it. Bam! There we go. Very good. I'll merge back with the original track. Go past all of our little YouTube examples that I set up. One of these days I'll disassemble those. But that day is not today. Okay, you'll get refueled for 30 seconds. Should be more than enough time. I could probably lower the time on this fueling station to 15 seconds again, but I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence as far as whether or not I should have trains rest longer at their stations or not. Because on one side, the faster the train leaves the station, theoretically, the more efficient it would be. But on the flip side, the more time a train spends on the track, yeah, like it's already done. Yeah, there's about 30 seconds to fill it up. But flip side, the more time the train spends on the station, less theoretically, or the less theoretical time the train might have to conflict on the track and routes and stuff like that with another train that's already on the track. But I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me, but what do I know? Alright. So you're going to stay on this right side. You're going to go underneath this pre-existing track, and you'll stop in the loading station for stone wheels and hauling sparks. Wow, did it already fill that container? Or no, they just have enough to hold the 4. So how many did this get? It's not too bad. It's got 14 ready to load. Okay, yeah, no, I would call that a success. Right, anyway, that's going to do it for that episode. We got a lot of stuff done, did some more train stuff. We got hauling sparks technically automated, not efficiently, but we got them automated, and that was on my to-do list. Right, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.